Hey everyone, it's Tremia and it's Saturday. I know this video's been a long time in coming, but it's been a rough week physically for me, and honestly I haven't been able to get my butt out of bed. I think I mentioned in the last video, still having trouble breathing, that I was having problems with my blood sugars, glucose, whatever you want to call it. And I was supposed to go to the endocrinologist and the appointment was canceled. Well, Wednesday they called and had me come in. And, she had started me on insulin for that past week, Humalog, which is a fast-acting. You take your blood sugar right before you start to eat dinner, and you take your insulin based upon a sliding scale, what your reading is, and it's fast-acting. It goes, I think it's in your system maybe 2 to 4 hours is all. And anyway, I was still in the 200 and 300s. I think I might have had like another 400, something in the 400s, so it wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing, or wasn't enough. But what I was totally surprised at what came about. She said that she believes that possibly from the virus that I had on my face, that it damaged my pancreas, and my pancreas is no longer producing insulin. It's not what I wanted to hear. Not what I wanted to hear. And I'm not going to cry. I'll have my answer Monday. Of course, she did all the lab work. And from the lupus, it had damaged my pituitary gland. So I had a lot of things that was being replaced, like growth hormone, and of course my the steroids. They were also, my adrenal glands were affected. Just all sorts of things. But with the transplant, they stopped all that except my thyroid medication. So she was doing like my growth hormone and all of that all over just to see where I'm at. So hopefully I'll get back good responses on that, because I don't, I hope that the damage wasn't permanent. And I just don't have to deal with that stuff anymore. But also last week, my aunt on my father's side passed away. And my dad's full-blooded Native American, so I'm half. And there's 6 children in his family. One passed away at a young age, and all the others, there's 2 left, my dad, and I have another aunt. And but everyone has passed away from diabetes and diabetes complications, whether it be kidney failure, amputations, and all that. So it runs severely. Diabetes is something very serious that runs in my genetics. And so to get that news, and also the news that, my pancreas might be damaged, and that, insulin just might be the thing for the rest of my life, it's just something I want to ignore right now. I'm tired of, it hasn't even been 2 weeks. I'm tired of sticking my finger 6 times a day. Now I take 4 shots. It's brought down my readings some. So, it's my body is recognizing insulin, so I think that's a good thing. I guess I just have to wait till Monday to find out whatever's going to happen. Because I told her, I said, I do not want you to tell me I have diabetes. And usually I'll get a response from her, and she just had a solemn look at me. A solemn look. The thing that isn't good is because of how quickly it came on. Like all of a sudden, it was just there. Because, you know, my blood's been tested at the minimum of every week since February. And including my glucose at the minimum, if not every other day at some points. And then all of a sudden, you know, the reading is 469. So, I don't know. Just don't know, you know, it's just another thing to deal with. This week my face is still peeling in spots. I'm going to my dermatologist so she can help me out. It's been, you know, my wound care specialist, when he released me, he said to do the vitamin E oil on my face for 2 weeks, and after that I could start the Mederma. Well, I think this will be like 4 weeks out when I see the dermatologist, and just so she can help me and see, you know, vitamin E oil might still be the best thing to keep on going. See if I can start. If I'm doing vitamin E oil, I can't do makeup because it just, you know, won't stay on. But we'll just see what happens. I'd like to start wearing some makeup. My hair is getting longer, and there is so much white in there. and I thought, oh my, you know, I've been thinking, oh, but at my endocrinologist, my arm and skin's so tired. Endocrinologist, the receptionist lady, she had breast cancer 3 years ago, and she said when hers came back in, it was full of gray, and her doctor called it chemo hair, and that the gray just eventually kind of fell out and went away because they were kind of like baby hairs. So I said, yay, because I'm all for that, because I didn't have hardly any before I lost all my hair, so I don't want it to all come back white. And also, I've been experiencing a lot of pain because I'm going down on my steroids, and I'm down to the point of where it's always at a hard part for me. I'm like on 12 milligrams, I believe. And the swelling in my hands has gone down a lot. You know how swollen they were. And so like now I can bend my fingers more, and it really is hurting. And my endocrinologist, I asked my endocrinologist, I said, I do not have the lupus anymore. I said, so is it natural, you know, for going down on steroids for it to still cause pain when I don't have that pain there? And she said, very much so. She said, I've been on steroids for 9 years, and I'm not going to come off of it, you know, just like that. And so she's in charge of my steroids anymore since I have the adrenal insufficiency. And so she said, if it takes you 6 weeks to go down 1 milligram, take 6 weeks. Because Dr. Burt was pushing, you know, like 1 milligram every 2 weeks. And my shoulders are hurting, my fingers are hurting, my knees are hurting. But, you know, it'll only last for like up to a week, and then it'll even out. Boy, but I'm complaining. And then, you know, also on top of that, going down, trying to get off of all the pain medications and stuff. So I'm doing both of them at once, and it's not working out. So I'm going to talk to my rheumatologist also. And, you know, we need to come up with a better plan, because I can't do that to my body. I just don't have it in me. It's just too much at once. And other than that, it's just amazing all the medications that I have come off of. And I don't want to add insulin back on the list. I've dealt with it before, but it was always due when I had high prednisone, you know, like 1,000 milligrams, and, you know, that whacks with your insulin. Or growth hormone, it also messes with your insulin. And the camera's shaking because I'm so tired. I can't even hold up my arms. So, I'm about running out of time. But I'm sorry it took so long to do a video. Next one I'm going to do is Q&A. A lot of questions you guys have been asking. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.